From geography to history, plants and animals, science, and so much more. This is Mike Butler, and welcome to This Day's Trivia from Bison Podcasts. Each episode, we dive into 5 unique trivia topics, all tied to today's date. And our trusty randomizer wheel will pick one of those topics for the episode. Get ready for 16 fast-paced trivia questions with just 5 seconds between each question. Perfect for testing your knowledge solo or with friends and family, at home or on your next road trip. So buckle up. It's time for this day's trivia. Today is November 15th. Get out your pen and paper to tally up your score. It's time for this day's trivia. Here we go. Topic number 1, the Day of the Imprisoned Writer, observed on November 15th, honors writers worldwide who face persecution or imprisonment for their work. Established in 1981 by PEN International, it raises awareness of those imprisoned for defending free expression and advocates for their release. Each year, PEN spotlights specific cases and commemorates writers who have been killed. This year's focus is on Guatemalan journalist José Rubén Zamora Barroquín, who has faced detention for his investigations into corruption within the government led by Alejandro Giammattei. He is currently under house arrest. The UN has released a statement claiming his imprisonment is arbitrary and believes in the immediate release of Mr. Zamora. Go to pen-international.org to learn more and to take a look at several different ways you can help. Topic number 2. It is National Day of Peace in Ivory Coast, a country located on the coast of Western Africa. Official language French, however, many African languages are spoken in the country, all of which belong to one of these 3 subgroups: Kwa in the south, Mande in the northwest, and Gur in the northeast. It is also religiously diverse, as Ivory Coast has large percentages of believers in Islam as well as believers in Christianity. I hope everyone comes together to celebrate their Day of Peace, no matter what religion they believe. Topic number 3, November 15th is the Day of the German-Speaking Community in Belgium. Celebrated in the German-speaking community in Belgium, also known as East Belgium. Covering an area of only 854 square kilometers, it shares a border with the Netherlands, Germany, and Luxembourg. The smallest federated entity in Belgium, the community is actually split into 2 parts, which is how this small area can border all 3 neighboring countries. This area contains about 80,000 inhabitants, most of which are German-speaking Belgians. The German-speaking minority in Belgium has had a parliament since 1973 and a government since 1984. It makes autonomous decisions in personal and cultural affairs, and its rights are protected by the government. Topic number 4, known as the Mother of American Modernism, Georgia O'Keeffe, born on November 15, 1887. She created iconic paintings that continue to inspire art lovers worldwide. Her works captured nature's power and beauty, particularly her famous depictions of flowers and landscapes. Her legacy is often tied to the state of New Mexico in the U.S. Although she was born in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, she lived to be almost 100 years old, dying in Santa Fe, New Mexico in 1986. Topic number 5, Happy National Bundt Day. Originally created by the bakeware company Nordic Ware, Bundt Day is a day for everyone who loves baking and cake to dust off those Bundt pans and start baking. A Bundt cake, B-U-N-D-T, is a ring-shaped cake made in a fluted tube pan. Nordic Ware, a family-owned company based in Minnesota, USA, has been making these pans since the mid-1950s. The term was coined and trademarked by Nordic Ware co-founder Dave Dahlquist. Today's topic will be Day of the German-Speaking Community in Belgium, so we're going to focus on minority language communities in Europe. Question number 1. This Romance language, spoken in eastern and northeastern Spain, is also spoken by roughly 125,000 people in France, as well as about 30,000 people in Andorra, where it is the official language. Answer: Catalan. Andorra is a small autonomous principality between France and Spain. Question number 2. This language is predominantly used in an area of just about 10,000 square kilometers, which is 3,900 square miles, in Spain and France. It has no relation to any other language spoken, which makes it a language isolate, and predates the Romanization of the region. Answer: the Basque language. Basque country was Romanized in the 2nd through 1st century BCE. A rough estimate in the early 21st century put the number of speakers at close to 1 million. Question number 3. In which Scandinavian country is Sami one of 5 officially recognized minority languages? Think back to this day's trivia from September 30th. We've talked about the Sami before. Answer: Sweden. The language of the Sami people, an indigenous people within Europe who have a population of about 80,000, is spread throughout Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Russia. Question number 4. True or false? Scotland has a recognized Gaelic-speaking minority with dedicated schools and media in Gaelic. Answer: True. Scots Gaelic is actively promoted in Scotland as part of the area's heritage. Number 5, the Ladine language, a minority Romance language, is primarily spoken in the Dolomite Mountains in A. Austria, B. Switzerland, or C. Italy. Answer: C. Italy, although it can also be found in one region of southeastern Switzerland. Question number 6. The Sorbian language is a minority language spoken by a community in Germany near the border of what 2 countries? Answer: Poland and the Czech Republic, in 2 separate regions. The center of the Upper Sorbian speech area is near the border with the Czech Republic, while the center for Lower Sorbian is in a separate, isolated region near the border of Poland. Question 7. Which minority language spoken in the Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany is considered closest to English? A. Frisian, B. Breton, or C. Corsican? Answer: A. Frisian. The closest relative to English that is its own distinct language. According to the website of the language learning software Babbel, it shares 80% lexical similarity with English. Question 8. The Vlachs are a minority language group known for speaking Aromanian. Significant groups of speakers of Aromanian can be found in several countries, including which of these? A. Greece, B. Ireland, or C. Norway? Answer: Greece. Although there may be scattered speakers in Ireland or Norway, that is not the part of Europe these people are from. The term Vlach is what we call an exonym, a name given to a place or group of people from those outside of that group or place. This is very common and often not very respectful. For example, the term Vlach is a Slavic word that more or less means foreigner. Question 9. While Switzerland recognizes 4 main languages, which language is most widely spoken, making every other the minority? Answer: Swiss German, spoken by roughly 60% of the population. Next is Swiss French at about 20%, and Swiss Italian at about 8%. Question 10. I mentioned there are 4 main languages in Switzerland. Name the 4th. Answer: Romansch, which is a Romance language borrowing vocabulary and syntax from German. Less than 5% of Switzerland can speak Romansch, which developed due to the isolated nature of the region in which it is spoken. Question 11. Besides Belgium, which other country south of Austria has a notable German-speaking minority, particularly in the region of South Tyrol? Answer: Italy. There are an estimated 350,000 German speakers who make up about 70% of the total population of South Tyrol. Question 12. According to a 2018 study of the Ministry of National Education, 98% of the Luxembourg population speaks French, 80% speaks English, and 78% speaks German. Which language comes in fourth place in Luxembourg? Answer: Luxembourgish, which sort of sounds like a combination of German and French, spoken by 77% of the population, which means that the majority of Luxembourgers speak 4 languages. Question 13. Many German-speaking communities historically have existed in the Transylvanian region. Which country is Transylvania part of today? Answer: Romania. German-speaking communities there are known as Transylvanian Saxons. Question 14. The Cornish language was almost extinct but has been revived in recent years. Where is this language spoken? Answer: Cornwall, England. Cornish is a Celtic language found in the southwestern part of England. Question 15. The previously mentioned Cornish is most closely related to Breton, the Celtic language of Brittany, in what country? Answer: France. And question 16. Our tie-in round needs to have something to do with Whoopi Goldberg, the subject of our previous episode. Just recently, she lent her voice to do the narration work for John Grisham's recent novel Camino Ghosts. Grisham's work has been translated into almost 50 languages, including the previously mentioned Basque language. For the point, name the city in northern Spain with the most Basque-speaking people of all of Basque Country. It is also the largest city in Basque Country and also the 10th largest city in Spain by population. Answer: Bilbao. Another American connection to the city, the very striking and famous Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, was designed by an American architect, Frank Gehry. Okay, I knew that tie-in was quite a stretch. It took up way more time than I would have wished. However, I did keep coming across pictures of the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao in my research, which made me happy. You have to see this thing. Look it up. I'll add a picture on our Instagram page as well. I'll talk to you soon. How'd you do? Write into the podcast to tell us your score, or if you have any suggestions, thisdaystrivia@gmail.com. That's all we have for today, but make sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for new episodes and new topics. Interested in ad-free episodes, bonus content, transcripts, and my sources for deeper dives into the topics? Looking for archived material from my previous podcasts, Get the Word, and the English sessions? Go over to patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios and give us just $1 single for all of it. Patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios. That's patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios. Follow us on Instagram. Just search This Day's Trivia or Instagram.com/This Day's Trivia. Until next time, this is Mike signing off.